Hi, welcome back to Mountain Jim Card Collectibles. We're having a great week so far. So today I am reviewing a big set from Topps, which happens to be the 2025 Topps Diamond Icons baseball box sets. This is kind of a top-heavy set. You get 9 autographs per box, a relic card, like possibly a super short print insert, or something else to go with it. But the thing about this set is, well, it's a fairly expensive set right out the gate. You're looking at approximately about $5,000 to purchase a hobby box. $5,000 is a lot of money, and unfortunately, a lot of sports cards, buy them brand new are getting to be that's the usual sale price. Unfortunately, are these big high-end costs. So we can look closer at it. So if you go to the Topps website, here you can see where we're approaching when you can order or purchase this set. You can buy it at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, like it says here, available October 22nd. So if you come to the Topps website, they have some cards you can look at. You can download a checklist, but I'm going to go over the checklist at Beckett. But they make these cards look fairly flashy, but honestly, I just don't believe the design merits a $5,000 price out the gate. Now, this is a top-heavy product with a lot of autographs. And here we're looking at a Julio Rodriguez 1/1, which I'm still brokenhearted that my Mariners couldn't get into the World Series. And so we're looking at the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays. But as you know, collectibles for the most part, we're hunting down big rookie cards. And so when you have a product like this that has a lot of autographs, the majority of the autos are going to be second year, third year, whatever, beyond that, over rookie cards. And so they can give us some flashy designs, with their graphic arts, but honestly, I just don't feel like these designs are worth the $5,000 box. I'm just saying that. So they have some information here. I'll read the stuff at Beckett, but we can kind of see what Topps is hyping up here. Their base autograph card, their white polychromatic ink autograph card, your autograph logo patch, liquid silver gold parallel, your icons of the diamond autograph, pristine diamond, that Paul Skeens. Honestly, I do like that autograph card, to be honest. And then we have the single player dual team autographed relic, gold parallel, the autographed preeminent pieces relics base. So, it's a nice looking card set overall. But honestly, is the design that big of a standout that it should be $5,000 a box? I just don't believe it. It should be, nice cards though. All right. So I recommend you can go to the Topps and purchase this. They have a lot of information, you can go over. So something to consider. '25 Topps Diamond Icons Baseball gives collectors some luxury as the MLB postseason chugs along. Slated for release 2 days before the World Series, the annual high-end brand will deliver 9 autographs, 1 memorabilia card, and 1 base card per hobby box. Topps introduced Diamond Icons in 2017, but this year's edition will be the first to include a base set. which honestly, I wish they didn't have a base of that anyway. The Super Short Print Liquid Silver insert cards return with a 1/1 liquid gold parallel. But autographs steal the show. From base autographs and icons chrome to iconic first, diamond drip, and iconic duels, collectors will find all kinds of concepts on the checklist. Each of those sets are numbered to 25 and will have blue out of 15, black out of 10, red out of 5, and super factory gold 1/1 parallels. You can see this Jacob Wilson rookie card auto. Triple autographs are numbered to 10, while icons of the diamond out of 25 feature canary, black, and pristine diamond parallels. Collectors will search for the multicolored polychromat ink autographs, which have white and black versions. Signatures on the polychromat ink cards out of 15 come in silver or gold ink. Parallels include black out of 10, red out of 5, and gold out of 1. Signatures on the white polychromat ink cards out of 15 come in red, green, or purple ink. Parallels include black out of 10, red out of 5, and gold out of 1. So they're really hyping up the parallels in this set. Autographed relic sets include jumbo patches and single and dual player and team relics. Rare options include auto relic cards with gems or cleats. So, that's Jackson Churchill 101. We see that Shohei Ohtani, man of the hour right now, 101. Preeminent places out of 5 also have dual out of 10 and triple out of 5 versions with red and gold parallels. Take a look at that one right there. That's not the best design in my opinion. I think they could have tried harder, but it is what it is. Other sets include first milestone cleats out of 10, 1/1 autograph logo patches, and 1/1 MLB logo patches. Unsigned relics include preeminent pieces out of 10 with duals and triples. Tops will also insert single player booklets out of 25 and dual player dual relic booklets out of 10. Collectors will also chase 1/1 cut signatures and 1/1 immortal cut signatures. All right. So cards per pack in the hobby is 11, packs per box in the hobby is 1, boxes per case for the hobby is 2, and set size is 100 cards. Release date still today, October 22nd, 2025. We were just at the Topps website, and you can go to eBay and purchase hobby boxes or autographs, I guess. Just looking for single cards. What to expect in a hobby box? You can get 9 autos, 1 relic, and 1 base card, which I don't see why they had to throw a base card in, to be honest. Anyway, so here is the checklist, and start us off, for just base checklist, they start us with Babe Ruth. But, it's not like his rookie card or one of his, vintage cards. But, hey, it is what it is. We have Derek Jeter, Bryce Harper, Hank Aaron, Freddie Freeman. Pretty normal name list, I guess, pretty standard stock for a lot of Topps products. And honestly, for the price, I wish it wasn't. But hey, it is what it is. You can see some of these people, on here. But, that's the base checklist. At the bottom, we have Shohei Ohtani, the MVP. So when you look through the base too, they have like All-Star Games, City Connect, the MVP, and then just a few rookie cards, like Nick Kurtz, for instance. They have his rookie card, or maybe you want to chase the James Wood, number 26, 27. So something to consider. All right, so autographs, obviously, this is what people are buying this product for. You get 9 autos per hobby box. Base autographs on 91 cards, you get blue, black, red, and gold parallels. And these cards are out of 25. They top the list with Adrian Beltre, the Texas Rangers. Who else do I see on here? We have some Andy Pettit, Alex Rodriguez. And let's see, we have Dylan Cruz. So there's some big names on this checklist, I can't say there isn't. Juan Soto. But, for the price of this product, let's say that I was really trying to get a Juan Soto autograph. Well, I would just go to eBay or, maybe some other website, Golden Auctions, with that much money, and, see what I could do, to be quite honest. So I know that Topps likes to really hype stuff up, but if you're really into one of these big players, you'd probably be happier, with a rookie card, But this is a pretty big checklist. We have some big names on here: Roger Clemens, Ronald Acuna Jr. Yeah, the Shohei Ohtani right there. So something to consider. Here I am looking at Icons Chrome autographs with 80 cards. We have blue refractors out of 15, black refractors out of 10, red refractors out of 5, and super refractors out of 1. And these are numbered out of 25. We have Adrian Beltre at the top of the list. This list looks very similar to the list we just went over. I mean, it almost looks like a wash, rinse, and repeat, to be quite honest. But I'll just name some of the players I hit in the last checklist. We have Bo Jackson, Buster Posey. And you can see all these cards are out of 25. Kind of some names that aren't as big. You can go for your Jose Ramirez, I guess Jimmy Rollins. We have Oral Hershiser. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Bernie Williams is at the bottom of the list there. So let me hit the Iconics first inscription autographs, which is 18 cards in blue, black, red, and gold parallels. Adrian Beltre tops the list, followed by Bobby Witt Jr. But, let's be honest here. If you're chasing Bobby Witt Jr. autographs, may as well just save your money and go on eBay. You don't necessarily need to have a Diamond Icons for 2025 where, if you're going to spend that much money, go for the rookie auto. Diamond Drips autographs is 40 cards. We have blue, black, red, and gold parallels. Andre Dawson tops the list. These are out of 25. We have some more, different players. Here, this Juan Soto, Joey Votto. Maybe you want to chase, the James Wood. Jordan Alvarez is at the bottom of the list. Iconic dual autographs of 7 cards in blue, black, red, and gold parallels. And these are out 25. Luis Angel Acuna and Ronald Acuna Jr. That's kind of a different one. Brothers. Maybe you want to go for the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr., George Brett. That kind of comes out at me. Iconic triple autographs, 6 cards in parallels, red and gold. And, this Ellie De La Cruz, Johnny Bench, Joey Votto card, that'd be pretty awesome to hit. This Rod Carew, Bo Jackson, Reggie Jackson would be an awesome one to hit as well. So there's some nice cards there. Your white polychromatic ink autographs, 79 cards, and we have a lot of parallels. I'm not going to say all of these parallels. You can see they're out of 15, 10, 5, or 1. The list looks similar to some of these recent lists I went over. Adrian Beltre is at the top of the list there. We have another Andre Dawson. A little Craig Biggio action. And, there's some big names on here. Frank Thomas. Chase Jackson Holiday, but, I'd probably be going for his rookie, if anything. So it's not going to be this year's. Who else do we have on here? Mike Piazza. So there's some good names. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto is at the bottom of the list. Okay, then we had black polychromat ink autographs. I'm not going to say all these parallels either, but they're out of 15, 10, 5, and 1. And let's see. We can go for Adrian Gonzalez, the top of the list there. We have Albert Pujols and Aaron Judge as well. Just a lot of big names, kind of a lot of names we've gone over before. Diamond Icons autographs, this is 43 cards, in blue, black, red, and gold. And these are out of 25. And, maybe you want to chase the Kyle Tucker out of 25. I don't know. Maybe the Will Clark, San Francisco Giants, at the bottom of the list. Icons, the Diamond Autographs, 39 cards, and Canary Diamond, Black Diamond, and Pristine Diamond Parallels. Kind of same list we've been hitting. Adrian Beltre's at the top of the list again. Clayton Kershaw's on here. You want to go for Darryl Strawberry. Some nice cards. Autograph Jumbo Patches is 52 cards, in black, red, and gold parallels. And maybe you want to chase the Jackson Churio in that. Maybe the Ichiro. If you're a Seattle Mariners fan and you're still feeling the sting of being very close to the World Series, like me. Shohei Ohtani, there he is. All right, single player auto relics, 71 cards in black, red, and gold. Aaron Judge out of 25, tops the list. And these cards are out of 25. And, there's just some pretty standard stock players on here. A lot of these lists just kind of repeat over and over again, and that's kind of the downfall of this set, in my opinion, is there isn't a lot of rarity to a lot of these autographs. We have it in this card, we have it in that card, we have it in this card, so, this is what it is. Single player dual team autograph relics is 25 cards in black, red, and gold. And kind of a shorter list here, go for the David Ortiz. Maybe Shohei Ohtani again. Shohei Ohtani, I think, would be one of the best chases if you're going to purchase this set. All right, so single player autograph dual relics, 18 cards in black, red, and gold parallels. Albert Pujols tops the list out of 25. Kind of a short list. We have a Cal Ripken Jr. on there. Dual player autograph relics, 17 cards in black, red, and gold. I'll just hit a few of them. Maybe the Kenny Lofton, Fred McGriff card really kind of comes out at me for one reason or another. Anyone else here? Not really. Maybe the Joey Votto, Ellie De La Cruz. All right, autograph Diamond Relics is 18 cards, and gold out of 1. A lot of these cards are out of 5. We have the Paul Skeens. Maybe you want to hit that. Autograph Diamond Studs is just 14 cards. These are out of 1. Obviously, the Shohei Ohtani be one of the better ones, or maybe Raul Acuna Jr. Dual autograph Diamond Relic booklets. Maybe the Bo Jackson, Mike Trout. That's kind of a different one. Or Aaron Judge, Derek Jeter. That'd be a good hit. Autograph First Milestone Cleat Relics. If you like cleats, red out of 5, gold out of 1 parallels. This is 25 cards. Not the biggest name players on that list, unfortunately. Autograph Preeminent Pieces, 23 cards in red and gold parallels. And these are out of 10. Pretty standard stock. Dual autograph Preeminent Pieces. 4 cards. Triple autograph Preeminent Pieces, 3 cards. Autographed MLB silhouetted batter logo patches out of 1. 130 cards. That's a fairly long list. Autographed Nike logo patches out of 110 cards. Basically the same players we just keep seeing over and over again. Cut signatures out of 40 cards, or 45 cards out of 1. Immortal cut signatures. And that is a massively long autograph list. And to me, that's the biggest downfall is, if you're going to purchase this, you'd want kind of a smaller list to a degree. So, if you pull like a big player, you know all the other categories. You can just see that you're going to, other people will be pulling them out of as well. So, yeah, maybe you got a card out of 25, but big deal. All right, so now here we are. Memorabilia cards. Single player relics, 76 cards in black, red, and gold. These are out of 25. Aaron Judge tops the list. Maybe you want to hit the Albert Pujols. Or maybe Al Kaline. We have Ichiro. Ken Griffey Jr. Single player dual relics, 19 cards in red and gold parallels. Aaron Judge tops the list again. So with Albert Pujols, who's up there. Anyone else? Just kind of the same stock. We just keep seeing over and over again in this set. And see, that's the biggest downfall. Is you keep seeing the same players over and over again. Dual player, dual relic booklets, 20 cards, red and gold. There might be something here that's a little bit different. Maybe the Corbin Carroll, Randy Johnson, kind of Diamondback take on it. These cards are out of 10. Maybe you want to hit the Jim Rice, Ricky Henderson card. Ricky Henderson passed away, unfortunately. The CC Sabathia Ichiro card for the Yankees. That's pretty cool. I like that one. All right, MLB Silhouetted Batter Logo Relics. These are out of 1. They put Alec Boehm top the list, which I have a few of his cards. He's not a big seller, unfortunately. Another CC Sabathia, Corbin Carroll. You want to hit the Corey Seager. So there's a lot of different players on this list. Preeminent Relics is 41 cards in red and gold parallels. And these cards are out of 10. You can see that list fairly well. Basically the same players that we have been hitting. Dual Preeminent Relics is 10 cards, parallels of gold. And we have cards out of 5, but the gold's one of 1s. Nothing really stand out there for me. Triple Preeminent Relics is 13 cards. You can hit gold parallels. And at the bottom of the list, we have this Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, David Wright card. That's kind of different. So that's it for memorabilia. A lot of wash, rinse, and repeat of the players, unfortunately. All right, so here I am looking at the inserts. Liquid silver, 5 cards. There's gold parallels. Shohei Ohtani's at the top of the list. And that's it. So not the biggest checklist there. So, I recommend going to Beckett and checking out, their information, the checklist for yourself if you're serious about purchasing this set. So here I am at David Adams, and we can just kind of check out their prices and this and that. So if you want to spend a lot of cash, you can do it. You can buy yourself a 2-box case of this product for $9,999.95. Or you can buy yourself a 2025 Topps Diamond Icons Baseball Hobby Box for $4,999.95 at David Adams. And then you can also go online, and there's some businesses that have it online as well. Not many, though. That's why I showed you the David Adams. I always typically do in my previews, but there just aren't as many people stocking up on this, obviously. We have Giant Sports Cards selling a hobby 2-box case. You can save yourself a little bit of money there. They're selling it for $8,629.95. That's still a lot of cash. Midwest Cards has their 2-box case at $8,799.95. And, we have previous years, 2024 Diamond Icons. So overall, we went over the checklist. We've looked at the cards. As far as the price goes, I wouldn't give this any rating at all. There's some great cards, but the price is too high in my opinion overall. The checklist just tends to wash, rinse, and repeat the same players over and over again. So even when you do get kind of a standout card, it's not that special, just for the fact that you have so many autograph card categories where, someone else can pull out a, card out 25, a 1 of 1, whatever, and you go, oh, I'm so special, I have a 1 of 1, and then all these other people are pulling out various 1 of 1s, the same player. So in that aspect, that's why I'm not going to give it a grade. And there's going to be, it's kind of the normal now where we're just seeing these massive fortunes out the gate, for products. And that doesn't impress me either, for baseball cards, baseball cards when I was growing up were typically always affordable, and now they've become so unaffordable because these big corporations have latched onto them, to make themselves trillionaires. So anyway, maybe you feel differently about this product. These high-end Topps baseball products to me are just a big cash grab. Really, they're just another card, just a different design, wash, rinse, and repeat. Yeah, you can chase down some rookies, you can chase down some big-name players, but I said before during, my preview, you may as well just go online and, if you have someone in mind, like maybe a Juan Soto autograph or whatever, you can just purchase it online and save money, over purchasing, a box for close to $5,000, and pulling out 9 autographs, a base card, and, like another, like a memorabilia card, it just doesn't make sense. So anyway, I'd like to thank my subscribers like I always do. And if you're a viewer, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed as a viewer, hey, it's 100% free, and I can really improve my channel if you subscribe. So I hope you have a great day. I'm out of here. Bye.